Hi, you're about to see footage of my high school graduation.
Colton Martinez.
Woo, yeah. Woo! Way to go.
Hey guys, this is episode 2 of Sunday's Best, and since I recently graduated, I thought it'd be a good idea to bring up top 5 fragrance recommendations for graduation. And if you're not graduated, if you're already graduated, these are just fragrances that are pretty clean and they'll get you noticed. Here's my diploma, which if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm gonna try and put out some more content, and hopefully you guys like it. So, I recently graduated from high school. It was pretty crazy because of the whole pandemic going on, and it wasn't exactly how I envisioned it would be. But you know what? It happened. We made it through. All the accomplishments of the past 4 years really came to a point, and I graduated. So I'm ready to move on to the next chapter of my life and see what there's in store for me then. So one thing that has always remained constant throughout my entire life as a high schooler was me wearing fragrances and trying to be the best smelling guy in the darn school. So I have 5 recommendations that I was thinking about wearing on graduation. Number 1 is the fragrance that I actually did wear, and I don't think it's one that you're predicting, so stay tuned. So as I mentioned earlier, I know that not all of my viewers are not going to be wearing these fragrances for graduation, but these are fragrances that are clean, they're really inoffensive, and they'll get you noticed. Number 5 is the blue that kicked it off. We are talking about Bleu de Chanel Eau de Toilette from Chanel. This fragrance is pretty controversial. You know, a lot of people think that it smells pretty generic, but it is the first blue fragrance to come out and inspire a whole bunch of other fragrances to follow suit. I love this fragrance. This is the Eau de Toilette. I prefer the Eau de Toilette over the Eau de Parfum and the Parfum, not in terms of scent, because I think the Parfum probably smells the most rich, but the Eau de Toilette is bright, it's the best performer, it's inoffensive, and I get a lot of compliments with it. The only thing that could really be not liked about this is in the opening there is a piercing grapefruit note, but that really subsides, and it's a really well-crafted fragrance, well-blended fragrance, and it's a great choice. At number 5, Bleu de Chanel Eau de Toilette by Chanel. Coming in at number 4, we have a very important fragrance to my collection, because I do not own Creed Aventus. I do think that this is the best alternative to Creed Aventus. This is Club de Nuit Intense Man at number 4. Club de Nuit Intense Man and I go way back. I remember I bought this before my sophomore year of high school, and this was my most complimented scent that year. Everybody was like, "What the hell are you wearing?" And me being me, I would just tell them that I was wearing Creed Aventus because I just wanted them to think I was cool. But hey, I am cool. And this fragrance is very cool. This is a great fragrance. This is my second bottle now. This is the black cap version, but I do have a silver cap version back there that I ran through. And I really don't notice a difference between them. They both perform really strong. They both have great smell. Great compliment factor, and yeah, it smells pretty classy. The only thing, again, just as Bleu de Chanel, the opening is a little bit harsh with harsh citrus tones, but that subsides and it becomes a great blended fragrance. So if I did own Aventus, I'd probably put that on this list, and that might have been the one, but all I have is this little decant. That's okay though. I'm not a huge fan of Aventus. I think there's better things out there, but Club de Nuit Intense Man, number 4. Also, stay tuned. Maybe you guys want to see a fragrance battle between this and Aventus, or this and another one of the Aventus clones. I'll have it out there. Coming in at number 2.
This is actually number 3, sorry.
We have the first fragrance that I purchased in high school, and of course, it is Dior Sauvage. Sauvage. You guys know it. Girls love it. Everybody wears it. It's pretty much like the most worn fragrance right now. It's pretty crazy. I actually got this before it got all popular, and I was wearing this my freshman year of high school, which was 2016, and nobody really knew about it or really wears fragrances in my hometown. And I just remember getting these crazy reactions to Dior Sauvage. And yeah, I mean, as long as people in your area aren't wearing this, which that's really hard to find, but if people aren't wearing this in your area and you wear it, you will get noticed. But if not, you'll just smell like every other guy out there, which is not a bad thing because you will smell great. But me personally, I like smelling different. This was a great fragrance for me when I was a freshman, and it's great for young guys in general. Nice freshness, and it has a blue vibe. And the Ambroxan in here is very great. It's blended well. And it's got a cool magnetic top. Pretty cool. All right, number 3, Dior Sauvage. Coming in at number 2, I adore this fragrance. This is a beautiful iris, soapy, fresh, floral fragrance for men. It smells like elegance, and this almost was my choice. This is Prada L'Homme by Prada. I have a 150 ml bottle because I love this fragrance so much, and oh, it is nice. This fragrance is clean, soapy, made with probably the most expensive iris a fragrance company can get their hands on, and oh my gosh, it wears well on me. I like this type of fragrance. It's definitely something that you need to test out in this age of modern men's fragrances being how they are. But man, I love this. I don't think I'll ever be without this. This is great for work, just in any situation that you want to play it safe. The performance isn't beast mode on this, but it is inoffensive, it's clean, and it still lasts me about 7 hours, so I'm not complaining about that. I like this. Very, very nice fragrance. At number 2, it's Prada L'Homme. Coming in at number 1 for my graduation fragrance, and the one that I actually did wear, this is one of my favorite Tom Ford fragrances. This is Tom Ford's Oud Mineral. Oh, I just remember being in the store and having the chance to smell Oud Mineral for the first time, and I was taken aback. I was like, wow. You know, it actually smells like something that I can envision and picture in my mind, and that's a real big thing for me as a fragrance collector. I want to wear something and smell something that can transport me to a place and make me think of something. And this fragrance is one of the fragrances that did that for me. You can think of Oud Mineral as a fresher version of Oud Wood. This fragrance has driftwood in it. It is nice and fresh, but it also has depth and a more mineral kind of vibe to it. It's similar to Acqua di Gio, but not as fresh. In Tom Ford, I would say Costa Azzurra is probably closest to it, but Costa Azzurra is a lot fresher. I mean, it really doesn't smell like anything out there, but if I could relate it to one fragrance, I would relate it to, dang it, I need to go get it. It is actually Every Storm, a Serenade by Imaginary Authors. Both of these fragrances have the same mineral vibe, like just rainwater or waves crushing against a rock. Maybe just, it's hard to envision, but just waves crashing against a rock and peeling the minerals off, peeling the sand and the grains off, and just creating salt water. It is very nice. It is one of my favorite Tom Ford fragrances, along with Tobacco Vanille and Oud Wood. So yeah, my number 1 fragrance was Oud Mineral in the classy bottle, a classy scent in a classy bottle. It's gonna be a fragrance that I really adore, and I'm gonna take it to college with me, and who knows, maybe it'll be the first fragrance that I wear in college. That'd be cool, since it was like the last one that I wore in high school. You get it. All right, guys. Thank you for watching another episode of Sunday's Best. I hope to have another one out next week, and I promise I will, because I'm gonna try and film it ahead of time. I've just been super busy. We've actually had a little bit of a scare because my sister volunteers at a hospital, and one of the employees at the hospital tested positive for coronavirus. So we're just taking precautions, and yeah, we're gonna be safe, and I hope all of y'all stay safe. I'll see you guys with the next video. See ya.